Everybody, this is Miss K. Welcome to Miss K on Postal. I hope you guys had a good day today, baby. Where I was, woo, Lord Jesus, baby, it was like 12 years a slave, baby. Summer is coming. It is boiling. The dock is boiling, baby. We don't put the fan. Look, we don't turn the gigantic turbine fans on in the building. About to get blown away, and it's still hot as fuck. That's how you know summer is here, baby. It's like hot, hot, hot. Hot bitch. Anyway, so I wanted to come to you guys this evening, because Miss K just got off of work, y'all, and have a little conversation with y'all about the audit. So this is the part two of the audit. So remember I told you guys that we have someone there that is auditing the building, auditing what's going on, and asking questions and whatnot. So I failed to tell you guys that during this audit, you're audited every day. So the building, the operations of the building, everything that goes on is audited. And there's a score that they generate for that particular day. So since Miss K wasn't there on Monday, I don't know what the score was on Monday. But I know the score for Tuesday and motherfucking Wednesday. Cha. Anyway, so remember, when they do the audit, they go through pretty much every operation. So I did see the auditor. She was on the platform, like I told you guys. She came into my operation for a hot split second. She did go to bundle sorter. I saw her walk through automation. I don't know if she went to flats. I don't know if she went to what we call universal, our low cost area. I don't know nothing about that shit, but I know where she was. So on Tuesday, she did her auditing, and our score was 50. Now, the highest is 100. We got 50. Now, baby, I went to school and we did the old school, grading scale. Baby, 50, that's a fucking DF. You barely got half your shit right. So I found out the score for yesterday, which was Wednesday, right? The score was like, we went a little bit higher. It was 60. Oh, so we got a low D, almost a C. Okay. So I don't know the score for tonight. So I'll find out probably tomorrow, because I believe today was actually our last day of being audited. But this is the thing, baby. Compared to some of our other facilities that are in the area, they say, well, our scores ain't that bad. Really? We got 50s and 60s. We hovering over D's and F's. And you telling me that that's not so bad. Compared to the other facilities that we have in our area. Child. So if we got 50s and 60s, what the fuck they getting? 30s and 40s? Jesus Christ. Woo, baby. Listen, y'all, I just don't know. I'm speechless, y'all. If we got 50 and 60 for 2 days, and this is a combined score of everything that the auditor is looking at and evaluating for the whole duration that they're there. And the auditor is there when I get there and still there when I leave. So that particular person is there for a minute. I don't know exactly what time they come in a day, but they be there, baby. So my whole thing is, if we 50 and 60, what is it, and the score is 100? What does this mean for the facility? Like, don't believe the hype about people coming here to save your fucking job. These people ain't here to save your job. These people ain't even trying to help you get more help to come in the building to do work. That's not what they there for. I told y'all what the fuck they there for. But if we get in 50s and 60s, but the other facilities that are still in our area, in our district, are scoring way lower than us, and they're supposed to be bigger, what does that say about what you're going to do with our facility? Because the bigger ones obviously not going to close, because the bigger ones are now becoming, super SDCs and RPDGs and whatever the fuck they is. But what happens to a facility like ours? We're mid-size. And we score 50s and 60s. And this is a whole day of her doing computation of what's going on in that building. Because it was a woman. I said she. So what does that mean? Like, I'm not concerned about whether or not they're going to close the fucking facility tomorrow, because they're not. But if we get 50s and 60s and this is reported back to corporate, what does that mean for our facility? What do you do with this information? Where do you plug it in and say, okay, this is their score, and I've been there 3 days and I've seen all their operations and I've seen their supervisors and their MDOs. And mind you, at my slave ship, a lot of my supervisors are either training or on vacation. So baby, the flow bell. The workers, they calling out, they on vacation or whatever. The floor is bare. So if you are including the staffing that's on the floor, management, the crafts workers, maintenance, let me tell y'all something. This shit crazy right now. Auditing, DeJoy, talking about he finna, stop consolidations. Bullshit. All of this is a fucking shell game. Because, mind you, even if our facility is scoring that low, but we're still in the running, we're among the living, because you got other facilities that are scoring so bad. Even though they're going to halt consolidations and halt movement of other things, don't y'all think that there's still things that were put into the works that are still going, that are still going to happen because it was already approved for whatever movement, whatever closure, whatever consolidation has to go forth? Oh, they're going to halt this, they're going to halt that. Okay. That's the future plans. Things have already been approved, maybe 2 or 3 pages worth. What if my facility has already been approved or disapproved or whatever the fuck they got going on before DeJoy says, I'm going to halt consolidations? There is a spreadsheet that is made every month of facilities that are being looked at, that are being audited. And on this spreadsheet, it states the date it was evaluated, and then it has whether or not if it's on the list for closure, for merging, whatever. And this list is updated every time something is done. So the facility may be looked at, but then you have an under review period for that facility. So then the last 2 boxes, which will be if it's going to merge or if it's going to close down or whatever, those boxes aren't filled. So how we don't know that even though you're halting consolidations, you've already made provisions for anything that's currently being looked at now to be addressed, and then everything else is going to be done at a later date. Any other facilities will be looked at. But if you got 20 facilities on this list and you're going to move them, that does not mean that everything is going to stop and we can go whoo and breathe a sigh of relief. No. Because at my slave ship, we still sending out mail. My slave ship is sending out trailers of ground advantage mail to the other facilities to process. We no longer are processing a percentage of our ground advantage. We get to keep our priority, our outgoing, but we're not doing the ground advantage. So is that going to stop when they halt these consolidations? I don't think so. Is the movement of mail to other facilities going to halt so that other places can keep their mail and maybe stay viable and stay open? I don't think so. Y'all got to understand something. Once the ball already starts rolling, you're not going to stop the ball from rolling. It's going to continue to go. Once plans are put into motion, I don't give a fuck what the Joy say. That's grandstanding on a large scale. But once you already put the plans into motion, you can't stop it. And stopping it is not going to stop the fact that mail is not being delivered on time or properly. It's not going to stop the fact that facilities are inundated with so much mail. One of our facilities, I won't call no names, one of our sister facilities, that place is fucked up. It's fucked up. I could just say it. It's Royal Palm PDNC. Because they are now the newest facility in the matrix that has now have merged and have taken on extra packages, extra mail, extra whatever, because stations have closed, carriers are coming somewhere, and they're becoming one of the new mega facilities. It is a big facility, always has been, but now it's taking on more. Have y'all not noticed that all the facilities that are having issues delivering mail, having issues processing their mail, are facilities that were already existing, that were big, and they made them bigger, maybe RPDCs. Because the SDCs aren't having this issue. Not that many of them. Some of them are, but not like the super big or mega ones they were trying to create. So you had Houston, you have Atlanta, and now we have Miami. So now we're having the same issue in Miami because now you set up this plan in the matrix to get this facility running, and you're sending a large amount of mail that needs to be processed, and they're not getting it out. And we are sending them our mail as well. And it's not getting processed. And we getting audited, and we getting a 50 one day and a 60 the next. What the fuck are they getting? Please, somebody tell me. What the fuck are they getting? Are you thinking they're going to close it? No, baby, they're not going to close that. That's a big facility. But if we're sending them our mail and allow them to process our stuff, and we're scoring on the shitty scale, and they're scoring on the really shitty scale, what does that tell you? You finna halt all these consolidations? My ass. Because there are still facilities that are still being looked at. There are facilities that still are on the chopping block right now. And they're not halting any of their review periods. All you halting is the money. You're not halting any damn thing else. You're not halting to say, let's sit here and revamp and think about how we set this plan into motion. How we set up everything in this matrix, because no, not the movie The Matrix, motherfuckers. The Matrix. Any type of plan that comes together that has moving parts, you're going to set forth, and you're going to have all this dynamics going on to try to have the movement of mail. That's a matrix. They're setting up a matrix of systems. Are you halting your matrix of systems? No, you're not. You're not. But you still can't get the mail out. It makes you sit here and wonder, what the fuck is really going to go on? We get audited. What that's supposed to mean? Other facilities are getting audited. What is that supposed to mean? Other facilities have gotten on. Some of y'all have already told me, y'all got people there either last week before last, telling you they here to save jobs, and them bitches ain't there to save shit. They're not there for that. Don't believe the hype. They're not there to save anybody's fucking job. Half of the motherfuckers who doing the auditing are on details. That is not even in their job. Ask them what craft they in, and they'll tell you. They got it as a detail. So be mindful, y'all, of when people come in to audit your buildings. Like my slave ship, everybody's was on their best behavior. They were all dressing nice and smelling nice and whatnot for once. to put on a fucking show so you can get graded. Don't even know what the fuck you get graded on. To get some mediocre ass score. And no one tells you what they're going to do with it. What you going to do with it? So, we have one more grade to get. And that'll probably, I didn't find out what it was if I left tonight. But we'll probably find out tomorrow. And then after that, we'll see what happened with the auditing. You know, maybe our score pulled up. Maybe we went from 50, 60. Maybe we got 75 tomorrow. Oh, shit. Wouldn't that be? Look at God. Wouldn't that be something? But I had to come tell y'all that shit tonight. Because I had found out that we were actually getting graded every day. I did not know that. I thought it was, auditing done over a couple of days. And then they compile their results. And I guess it would be sent back to the plant manager or whoever. No, boo-boo, we're graded every day. Pop quiz. Take out your papers and your pens. Pop quiz. That's what it feels like every day. Pop quiz. But Miss Casey wanted to share that with y'all because, I'm new to the auditing game, baby. I knew we were getting audited, but I don't know what they were looking for. And now that I've spoken to an auditor and I know that we actually get graded and know what the grades are, now my next question is, where does it go? What the fuck are you going to do with it? How does this affect us? Are we going to get some of our mail back? Are we going to actually have overtime? Because y'all done cut that shit. It's dry. It's dry, baby. It's dry over there. It's so dry. Good water, juice, nothing. Vaseline, cocoa butter. Can't help it. It's dry. So we'll see what happens, y'all. So I'm just letting y'all know, keeping y'all abreast of what's going on. And don't forget, it's about to be Friday. And then what come after Friday? Saturday night, baby. And you know Miss K gonna do it. I know last weekend I didn't, but I got y'all. I'm not going nowhere for a minute, so I got y'all every Saturday night. So this Saturday coming up, don't forget, Live Late Night Vibes with who? Moi, Miss K. And I want all my postal freaks and those who are not postal freaks to show up and have a good time, because you know we always have a good motherfucking time. So enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Tomorrow, well, when you watch this, it will be Friday. Thank you, Jesus. Thank God it's Friday. And we're going to enjoy the weekend and motherfucking together. So always remember, my postal freaks, love and light.